Hello. For some time now I've used a Pandora Box to play my arcade games, but I have been growing increasingly dissatisfied with the lack of personal control and setting that unit offers, so I decided to put together my own gaming system for MAME. For playing arcade games. Here I've got laid out what I think I'll need. I'm going to use a Raspberry Pi to do this. This Raspberry Pi for a computer with model B with 5 gigabytes of RAM. This is actually the second time I've done this. A while back I put together a system using Raspberry Pi 2, but it was sadly underpowered except for anything that was 8-bit, 16-bit or higher games were very ran poorly on it, even if it was overclocked. Anyways, here's what I have. I got the computer, and then I bought this case, Organ 1. There's a particular reason I've chosen this case, and I'll get into that when we're putting it together. I also don't want to be using a widescreen for my arcade gaming. I don't like the stretched out effect, and even with the pillar box, it still never feels fully the exact ratio that it should be. So I'll be using a full screen monitor. I've got a HDMI to DVI cable here, which should allow me to hook this up to that. Hopefully that'll work. Got micro HDMI, 2 full-size adapters here so that I can plug it into the Raspberry Pi. Got power supply, these things, other accessories for the computer itself. I've got a micro SD card here that I've already installed Raspberry Pi on. It's not particularly difficult to do. I'll include a link to a tutorial on the internet that'll show you how to do that if you wish to try this yourself. But it's pretty simple. It's just a matter of running a piece of software to set the card up for what operating system you want. And my choice that was Retropie. And then I've got a thumb drive, 64 gigabyte thumb drive that I had on hand for putting games on. Over here I have the controls I'm going to use for the system. I know not everybody likes this arcade sticks. I personally like them. The lag issue, the age and history. It's been quite a while since they fixed that, so if you get one of these units, make sure you're getting it new. I like them. I've had a lot of good experience with them. They're very easy to mod, easy to set up, and I like that this one has a trackball, which will allow more flexibility when I hook it up for playing arcade games. My plan is to just replace the Pandora Box on the little cabinet I have in the monitor sitting on. I already built a sound system into that cabinet that's hooked up to the Pandora Box. I'm just going to use the same sound system for the Raspberry Pi system. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and get started setting this up. Looks like heat sinks are built into the case itself. So I shouldn't need those ones in the accessory pack. Got the fan settings in here, which is default as the Raspberry Pi control the fan and always on. It's always on. Since I don't particularly hear great anyways, and I'd like to keep the system cool. And I've also heard that when you're running Raspberry Pi, it doesn't always stay on, so I'm gonna set this to always on. Just move that jumper right over there. Let's go look at this. Raspberry Pi itself. If there's any instructions here. So you attach these to that. What about that big one? Oh, I guess these are the feet for the bottom of the case. Looks pretty simple. I'm assuming it's one of these here. Oh, it doesn't hook up, it provides its own power. Alright. This here is particularly why I like this case. It provides its own HDMI micro outs. I don't particularly like these little micro HDMI ports. They just seem like they would be really easy to break. Especially if you had an accident where the cable got pulled. So, with the case, if it does get damaged, I just gotta replace this or replace the case and get another one. The computer itself would be still safe. Let's see, this goes in here like this. I think that's enough. Don't want any problems when this is together. Oh, another nice thing about this case, that you have a direct hookup here, so that you don't lose access to this interface if you want to use it later on. That's held in there by magnets. Oh yeah, let's get those things on here. all that exhaust. Let's knock that off of it. So there's covers on both sides, didn't realize that. Looks like everything felt well. Let's see. Screws next. Have to use these short ones. Oh, that don't go there. Hide upside down. It goes there. This one goes here. One right here. Goes right there. Oh, that looks good. Let's see. No. Goes right here. Last we put the feet on. Get this memory card in there. This one. Alright, that looks pretty nice. It's a very nice case. Next we'll have to hook this thing up and see if it works. Before I do anything else, I want to make sure this is working. Probably put a USB keyboard on there to test it out with.